This is a review of the Raddy WS-7 solar drip irrigation system for 15 potted plants. First off, you need to know that the USB that comes with it is what you need to use to charge this, or the solar panel, because the fitting is the same fitting as the solar panel uses. You can't use a USB-C. This is the pump panel. Very easy to see. I have it set. Very easy to set. Just put it on. I have everything set up the way I want. Once it's all set up, you can press this to enter manual mode. You can enter manual mode no matter whether you have it in timing or on water sensor. There's a check valve here. You need to make sure you have it facing the correct direction. There's a very good picture in the instruction booklet showing you that. The instructions are pretty good. I did need to read through them twice. It's much easier to understand if you have the whole system set up in front of you. Right now I have everything set into 6 gallons into this huge bucket. I really like the fact that this clip lets the pump attach to the outside of the bucket. This here is a regulator valve. You can control the drip rate somewhat with this. Oops, I just took it off. It also lets you vent the system. In manual mode, it doesn't run very long. It's already turned itself off. So as you can see, I'll run it again. I have it set into eight plants right now. I get a pretty good drip rate. I have it almost all the way open. This here is a moisture sensor if you want to use that. It has a very long cable, so you can set it in whichever pot you want. But it works pretty well. I haven't set up the solar panel yet because you need to do a permanent mounting on it if you're doing it outside. Well, I suppose inside too. And I don't want to mount it to the house, so I have to figure out how I want to do that. But for 8 pots, it's working pretty well. I will eventually put this onto 15 pots. It's very easy to set up, easier than some of the other systems I've used. You have plenty of fittings. There is no anti-siphon valve, so you need to make sure that your water level is lower than the level of your drippers. The only thing I would have liked better is if I could have controlled the individual emitters at the pots, so each pot could have its own rate. As it is, I have very large pots, so some of these are going to have 2 controllers. But overall, I'm very pleased with this system. Let's see. Like I said, it was easy to set up. What I did with the manual was I read it through once, then I got everything out, saw everything in front of me, and read it through again as I was putting it together, and it made a lot more sense that way. You have plenty of fittings to get any configuration you want for the 15 emitters. The only thing else that I might need is more tubing to get 15 pots, but I do have tubing already, so for me that's not an issue. I hope this was helpful.
So quality is great on this. So the unit has a nice weight to it, a nice large LCD display, actual real glass solar panel, and it just has a plastic backing on it, but it's a real solar panel. They look like they're monocrystalline cells. It comes with a USB adapter, so I can charge it without the solar. Moisture sensor, comes with water filter, and all the fittings here. Stakes to go into the pots to hold it. This is a mount for the solar panel. Lots of tubing, and some zip ties, and then also this. It started charging right away, so see the indicator there, charging, inlet and outlet here, so they're the tubing. So I'm going to have to connect this screen to a tank. So it looks great. I'm going to let it charge, and then I'm going to test it out. The dial feels good quality, and the unit it's fairly robust. It's very quiet, doesn't make any noise. So the timer's hooked up to this large water bottle over here, and then I ran the lines up. They come up to these plants here, and the citrus plants, and then they come up to the next row of citrus plants, and then it comes down to these peppers here, and then it comes down to these peppers, and that's as far down as I'm going. I have an extra line that I have so I can tap in for the bottom row, and it will come on 12-hour intervals. So, and it'll come on for 30 seconds. So I've hit the manual button. It'll start pumping. It's pumping now, and it's going up to these plants. It's coming over to these ones. And there it goes. It works really well, actually. And it's dripping into this one. So it does work in this configuration. Yep, see, dripping on the spike there, and it just shut off. So I had to go up to my highest plants, and then I drop down. Seems to work fine. It would be better if all the plants were in a straight row, but for me, that's not going to work. But as long as it's getting to these here, then I'm happy. It works really well. It makes watering easy. Just hit a button or set the timers, and it'll water all the pots.